Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. Easter was a big holiday on the farm when I was growing up, and my mom had a certain way that she did Easter for us, and all the old timers observed Easter. And for us, Easter always meant the sunrise church service. Everybody always went to the sunrise church service. As time went on, there were later services, and there were different things that the different churches around here did. But for the old folks, it was always the sunrise service, which was typically at 6 o'clock in the morning. We would always get up, put on our best clothes, and we'd go to the sunrise service. And then sometimes we would go to the breakfast afterward, and then we would come home. And my mom always had a little something for us when we came home, what you would call an Easter basket nowadays. But mom's Easter basket wasn't an Easter basket. She never spent any money or anything like that on that kind of stuff. She would actually make us go out and make what she called an Easter nest. And basically, she told us to collect some field stones, take some grass, put it in there, make it look as nice as possible. And then that's what she would put our eggs and our candy and stuff in. You know, it was frugal. You know, what money she did spend, she spent on the candy and the eggs. We decorated ourselves. And mom and grandma would always decorate the eggs with onion skins. It was the old way of doing it. And they would take the eggs and they would let us kids draw on them, draw designs on them with crayons, sort of like this right here. And when those crayons were, you'd use a crayon to draw on there, the wax would plug the pores in the eggshell, and then that design would usually stay on the egg. And basically, what she would do is she would save her onion skins, and sometimes she would make recipes that took a lot of onions, so she'd have onion skins leading up to Easter. She'd take the red and the yellow onion skins, and she would boil them with a tablespoon of vinegar in the water, and then she would put the eggs and hard boil the eggs in there, and that would dye the eggs. And then, of course, the design, whatever us kids would draw on eggs, those designs would usually show through on the done egg. So it was just a very frugal way that my parents did Easter, and brings back a lot of good memories. Easter was always, like I said, it was probably the most important church holiday that we participated in growing up, and it always had a real significance to everyone of the old folks when I was a kid. But anyway, I'm going to get these onion skins and some water here. I'm going to get some vinegar on it. I'm going to show you how we decorated these eggs and dyed these eggs old school. All right, I got a couple of pots of water starting to heat up here. The first thing you do is you put a cap full of vinegar, about a tablespoon, into each pot, and that little bit of vinegar in there helps set the dye that we're going to make with the onion skins. So we got our vinegar in. And now we just take our onion skins. We got it from our red or purple onions. We're going to put them in the one. Typical old timers, you know, nothing ever went to waste. Everything had a purpose, even for holidays. And then, same thing with our skins off our yellow onions. The one dye will sort of be maroon purplish, and the other one will be sort of a rich brown color. And this is something that you could even do the night before to let the color leach out a little bit longer. But we typically did this a day or two before Easter, and we had them all ready for Mom to put them in our Easter nests for us. And another thing, one year I was too lazy and I didn't make an Easter nest, and Mom, in true old timer fashion, she took my stuff and put it all over the woods, and I had to run around and look for it out in the woods. It was much more efficient for me to make an Easter nest. All right, we're going to get a little heat on these now, and then we're going to add our eggs into them. All right, we got the water starting to heat up here a little bit, and we got our eggs. Now we're going to put our eggs just right in the water. Just like so. I'm going to push them down in. Now we're going to slowly bring this up to a boil, and then we're going to let these simmer for about 20 minutes or so, and then we're going to turn off the heat, and we're just going to let these cool down and take in as much of the dye off these onion skins as possible. Give us a nice rich color, hopefully. All right, guys, I lost track of time a little bit, and these simmered for probably about 40 minutes. And I shut the power off, and I let the water cool down a little bit. It's still kind of on the warm side, but I want to show you here what these guys look like. Now, our little patterns that we put on with the crayons really didn't take. And my wife said something I guess I didn't really think about. Maybe the crayons we used back then aren't quite the same as the crayons today, and the wax of the crayon just dissolved. There's a little bit of kind of some scrawls on it, but the designs that we had drawn on there, they didn't really work. And then this is the purple or red onions, what it looks like. And then I'm going to pull one of the darker ones out from the brown or yellow onion skins. Ooh, still got pieces on here. Set that guy over there. We'll grab one out of here. This is from the yellow or dark brown onion skins. And I already got one out here. Give you an idea what it looks like. See if I can grab another one here. I'm going to show you one other little trick to make these guys look good. And then these are the dark brown ones. You can tell there's not much difference in these. I remember these getting a little bit more of a maroon color on them than what these guys are right here. But that's what they look like. And there's one other thing that we would do is sometimes Mom would give us just a little bit of cooking oil. And we just dab our finger in the cooking oil, and then we would rub that on the egg to give it a bit of a sheen. Make it look nicer. Like I said, just all kind of really basic, frugal things. So they would look nice. So they would look something like that. And this is one that I done earlier. You can tell that's got a real nice sheen to it. And then I'm going to do one of the darker ones here. It's amazing what people come up with to still do things they like to do and still kind of honor traditions, but the frugal ways that people come up with doing things. And then that gives it a little bit of a shine to the egg compared to the dull color. Give you just a general idea of what they look like. But anyway, just wanted to do this video for you guys here on how we used to dye Easter eggs when I was a kid. You know, we had a lot of good times doing this, and we enjoyed doing it. It was a family time when we would do Easter eggs up for Easter. And then, of course, you know, the whole reason for Easter is the empty tomb. So it was always a fun day. It was always spring, and it was always good times with the people that I remember. But anyway, it's Modern Refugee. I appreciate all my subscribers out there. Hope you guys got a little information, a little entertainment out of this video here. Just me walking down memory lane and telling you guys about the old time Easter out on the farm. You guys take care.